So the episode starts with a match, and I'm not gonna lie, Supa Strikas are cooking. Shakes is on the ball like Croqueta, V-turn round automatic, but then out of nowhere the weather changes, the entire pitch gets foggy. Dang, what is going on? But before Shakes even had time to think about it, two invincible United defenders were here to tackle him. And just as Shakes was beating those defenders, the weather changed again, and this time it was raining. But hey, a little bit of rain is not stopping Shakes because he beat Skora 1v1 at the keeper. Golazo. But this really got me thinking, like, these football TV shows really don't like defenders. Like, tell me why we have Onazi like teleporting around the field, and Mbappe over here running at the speed of light, and now in Supa Strikas we got Skora defending. Now what is the point of having defenders if you're just gonna make the strikers defend? But I digress. Anyway, Shakes just scored, Invincible United lost. But how was the weather changing every 2 minutes? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out Supa Strikas are not actually playing a match in real life, because this is virtual reality. Supa Strikas are using virtual reality to help themselves play better on different weather conditions, hence the weather changing every 2 minutes. So they get out of this Ready Player One looking machine, and we got Prop talking about some Shakes. That was only the tip of the iceberg. With this machine, you could play against the best players in Super League history. Now, in real life terms, these guys were basically like the icons, the Peles, the Maradonas, the R9s, the Cruyff, you know those guys. Shakes was getting hyped up. He really wanted to play against these legends, but coach was like, hell nah. You are not touching this machine. We need to play Invincible United this weekend. You guys need to rest up. So they finish training and are about to leave, but then coach shows up and gives them a day off. He needs them to rest up so that they can be in tip-top shape against Invincible United. But just as they were leaving, somebody was watching them, and we obviously know it's Skora. And when Skora's on the screen, we know he's up to no good. So Shakes gets into his car and leaves, and Skora obviously follows him. But Shakes isn't going anywhere. Remember that machine coach told him not to touch, not to even think about? Yeah, this man Shakes really thought about that and said, fuck all that! He really went there, turned on the machine, selected the legends, the specific legends coach told him not to play against. And he's really talking about some, I'ma just play one game. Just one game. Man, this nigga Shakes never listens. Like, every time coach tells him not to do something, he goes ahead and does the exact opposite. I'm low-key starting to feel bad for his mom, because how do you raise such a son? This man Shakes is really trying to run a 1v legend against Super League legends. Like, coach warned him against it for a reason. But while Shakes was doing what he loved in VR, someone else was doing what they love in real life. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Skora was here to sabotage Shakes. I swear, this is his favorite thing to do. The cameraman cuts to Shakes, and this man is getting destroyed. Rainbow flip into an air spin, volley, goal. Like, this match is not even close. These legends are just spamming in goals. Like, what did he think was going to happen? Him alone with no goalkeeper versus 11 legends. Like, Shakes, do you have a brain? But anyways, the game ends, and it's time for Shakes to get back to reality. But to his surprise, he winds right back into the game. The game glitched. In fact, the entire system is glitched. Skora sabotaged him. He's stuck in the game. Prof gives coach a phone call and calls him to the lab, and we all already know the reason why. But we cut back to Shakes, and I ain't gonna lie, this man is getting hooked. These legends just keep demolishing him, and each time he loses, instead of going back to reality, he winds back into the locker room. Like, it was starting to get scary. Every time he played, he lost, and every time he got back into the locker room, he had to play again. This is a scary situation. Imagine being stuck in a video game. You gotta get back to reality. He even got desperate and tried to run out of the stadium, only to find out that everything is pixelated. There is no way out of this one. Prof explains that they can't just yank Shakes out of the machine because he will die. The only way for Shakes to get out is if he wins. But the whole time I'm sitting there like, bro, why don't you just turn off the machine? When your PlayStation glitches, you turn it off. Like, why can't they just do that? Dancing Rasta and the entire team decide to get into the game and help out Shakes. Man, I gotta say, Shakes, you've got some real homies, because these guys are putting their life on the line to save you. They don't even know if they're gonna win. The way these guys are standing, this is low-key starting to feel like the Avengers versus Thanos. But even though they assembled the Avengers, Supa Strikas were still getting cooked. These legends are going crazy. Individual talents on top. Volley, golazo. Big Bo had zero chance. It really looked like the Supa Strikas had no chance at all. They lost 3-0 on their first match without even a shot on target. They don't really have a choice, so they try to beat them again, and this time they're actually doing a little better. Their chemistry is way better now. Twisting Tigers on the ball, step over, outside foot into the upside down spin jitsu. Tiger straight spamming spin jitsu like I spam legs on Liu Kang. He squares the ball into Shakes. Shakes volley, and it looks like it's going in. But oh my days, this brother coach moving like Aiku. But hey, at least this time they got their first shot on target. This means that they're getting better and better, which with enough tries, they will eventually make it out. Except they only have 1 attempt left because the machine is tweaking outside. This thing is on fire. One wrong move and it shuts down and they all die. Alright, this is how big the stakes in Supa Strikas are. This kid's cartoon has higher stakes than Hajime no Ippo. Alright, higher stakes than Avengers Civil War. We can't be serious, man. Seeing Rasta give the team a speech, they are an actual team, but the legends, they all come from different teams. They have no chemistry. They got straight red links, so Supa Strikas gotta go there and show them how a real team plays. With one last match with their lives on the line, Supa Strikas are ready to give it their all. So kickoff begins, Rasta backheels the ball to El Matador. El Matador plays it back to Rasta, making a triangle play around that defender. Rasta plays a long ball to Cujo. Cujo beats his defender and crosses it to Klaus. Klaus beats his defender but loses the ball in the process. And the legends just continue to assert dominance over the Supa Strikas, showing them that individually, player for player, they are the better players. 360 roulette around block, beautiful shot past Big Bo, and it looks like it is going in, but out of nowhere, North Shaw makes a goal line clearance. The game is collapsing. It's the last play of the game. It's now or never. Big Bo throws a long ball into the other half of the field, marking the start of the counter attack. Tiger and Cujo use teamwork to beat a legend at his own game. Rasta plays the pass to El Matador. El Matador and Klaus do some 1-2s around coach, but then the entire third stage of the pitch begins to collapse. El Matador doesn't know what to do. But you know who does? Shakes does. He parkours to the highest pixel on the field. Beautiful accurate pass from El Matador. Shakes takes the shot. It looks like it's going to the top right, but then the game shuts down. Yeah, they lost. This was actually the last episode of Supa Strikas and everybody died. Nah, I'm playing. Right after that, the cameraman cuts to their game against Invincible United and you get Skara talking about some my plan worked. Supa Strikas are not here. It means they're not gonna show up. And then you just see Supa Strikas coming out the tunnel like superstars. I mean, they are superstars. Ref blows and the game finally begins. But that is a story for another day.
Happy birthday.
If you made it this far in the video, I mean, you just gotta subscribe because like if you made it this far, you probably enjoyed it. We're on the road to 10k and we're already on 6k, so please subscribe. We better hit 10k before the end of this year. Let's go. See y'all later. I'm probably gonna upload on I won't give no dates, but I'm gonna upload soon.